Hey, treasure and fan about Big D back here again with another weekly news announcement, and this is for June 4th, 2019. It is true, we have made it to June. Of all things, it seems like just the other day it was January. I mean, I just can't believe we're in June already. But for those of you new to my channel, what I like to do is once a week I like to do this video where I talk about what's coming out this week, next week, and what's coming out, any announced. Also, I like to discuss, usually towards the end, I'll show you what I picked up last week and any other things I want to talk about really quick. And yeah, let's just get started. So this is a big week. June 4th, tomorrow is a really, really big week. I'm not kidding you. Actually, the next 2 weeks are really big. This is what we call a wallet killer. By every sense of the word, it's a wallet killer. So I'm just going to get started with what's coming out. So first off, Arrow Video is releasing a movie called Trapped Alive tomorrow. That probably will have to order off of Arrow or Amazon site. Let's see here. A Star is Born, the Encore Edition, which is a special edition of Star Born, which just released recently, is coming out tomorrow. You'll be able to find that everywhere. Let's see here. The Batman movies are coming out in 4K tomorrow. So that's Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. Now, if you're like me, though, you're going to want to wait for that box set. And I'm going to talk to you about that box set later on. But those are coming out in 4K tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Toy Story 1 through 3 is coming out in 4K and in Steelbook form at Best Buy. You should be able to find those movies anywhere like the Batman movies. The only thing is the Steelbooks will only be able to be found at Best Buy. The Natural 4K comes out tomorrow. You should be able to find that everywhere. Arrow is also releasing tomorrow the Andromeda Strain, which is a really good movie. But again, it's probably going to be either on Arrow's site or on Amazon. Every once in a while, Best Buy or something like that will get an Arrow video, but it's kind of few and far between. And then we also have Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I said that right the first time. That's coming tomorrow. That'll be in 4K as well, and that should be pretty much everywhere too. I'm not sure about a Steelbook. Typically, Target puts out a Steelbook for all the DC animated movies, but I can't find anything on it. And I've done a lot of research, and people are speculating, but nobody can confirm. So it's going to be one of those things tomorrow. I'm just going to go out there and look. Let's see here. Lost in Space Season 1 does come out tomorrow. If you haven't seen that show, I know Season 2 is supposed to be coming out in the next few months. It's a really good Netflix show. Really, really good. I think it's way superior, although it's different than the original series. And although I didn't see the original series I saw it growing up, but on the reruns, it was very campy. This is not campy. This is very serious, but it's a really good show. Mr. Baseball comes out tomorrow on Blu-ray, I believe for the first time, the Tom Selleck classic. Jack Ryan Season 1 comes out tomorrow. And most of these you should be able to find in most stores. Mr. Baseball, you probably won't. You probably have to order that online. Also, tomorrow, Flash Season 5 comes out tomorrow, along with the Matrix Trilogy 4K Steelbook box set. That'll be a Best Buy exclusive. I'm not sure on the pricing on that, but I now want to pick that up. Also tomorrow, The Kid comes out, and that's the one with Chris Pratt and Ethan Hawke about Billy the Kid. I'm actually really looking forward to that. Children of the Corn Steelbook, the original Children of the Corn with Linda Hamilton comes out tomorrow in Steelbook form. Let's see here. Johnny English, the 3 movie set on Blu-ray, comes out tomorrow. Also, we have The Man Who Killed Don Quixote comes out tomorrow, along with a Medea Family Funeral, and the movie Haunting of Sharon Tate, which is the Hilary Duff one about Charles Manson and the whole Helter Skelter and the murdering of Sharon Tate and her unborn child. That does come out tomorrow as well. I'm not too sure about that movie, but I'm curious. I actually did part of my senior thesis in college on Helter Skelter and Charles Manson, that kind of stuff. So I'm curious to see what they do with that. Mill Creek tomorrow is releasing a whole other wave of the retro VHS covers, and we've got Excess Baggage, Jury Duty, Double Team, and Opportunity Knocks, and those will have the retro covers on them. And then they're releasing two packs tomorrow. One's got Mo Money, and High School High. And the other one is called Trigger Effect and Body Count. I have no idea what those 2 movies are, but I do know, I remember Mo Money big time. Remember the soundtrack was really huge when it came out in the 90s. Just to be forewarned, though, they did change up the cover a little bit on these retro VHSs. Now it actually has in the corner, it says something about the 90s. Kind of a bummer, but still, they're really cool looking. And the nice thing is about the ones that have the slip covers, the actual Blu-ray case is a different cover than the slip cover. So I like when they do that, because it's kind of like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's like, I love slipcovers. I really do. I think they're really, really cool. And I think they look nice. The problem oftentimes is the slipcover looks the same as the actual Blu-ray case artwork. So it's kind of like, why'd you do this? So like, best example, Scream Factory. I love what Scream Factory does. So when they give you a slipcover, they also give you a Blu-ray case cover that has the same picture on it, or you can flip it over and have the original. And I love that they do that. So that is what's coming out for tomorrow. That's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. I know that there's a few movies I'm picking up tomorrow. We'll be picking up tomorrow over the course of the week. But so next week, the 11th doesn't get much better. The biggest title coming out next week is going to be obviously Captain Marvel, coming out on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K. There's a 4K Steelbook by Best Buy, and there is a Digibook by Target on that one. Also, Ghostbusters, the 2-movie 4K set's coming out next week, and it's a Steelbook as well. It's a Best Buy exclusive. 13 Hours in 4K comes out next week. Johnny Quest, the complete series, if you're into that movie, and that TV show, you can get the entire series next week. Piranha, the original Piranha, in Steelbook form out of, I think it's Shout Factory's releasing that Steelbook, which is really cool. The Leprechaun Returns, which I believe is part of the whole Leprechaun series, that comes out next week. Captive State, which apparently it stars John Goodman, about aliens that come down. They've taken over the world, and it's kind of like how people are living with this, being under this occupied alien force. The Warriors is coming out next week in a Steelbook form. Orange is the New Black Season 6 comes out next week. I know the final season, I believe, comes out at the end of this month. I Am the Night, the TNT miniseries with Chris Pine comes out next week, and I believe that was about the Black Dahlia or somewhere kind of around that. So it looked really interesting. I remember seeing several advertisements, believe it or not, at the movie theaters. And then also next week we have Pop Star Never Gonna Stop. That's the Andy Samberg movie that he did. It's coming out in Steelbook form, and that'll be available at Best Buy. And then we have Shout Factory releasing 2 movies next week: Frankenstein Created Woman and The Entity. That's funny. I have not seen The Entity since I was a kid, so I'm kind of curious to watch it again and see what's, because I remember being kind of scared of it when I was a kid, but at the same time, I remember really liking it. But I'm wondering, like, that was like 25 years ago or whatever, or 30 years ago. So I'm wondering now how it's lost a little bit. And then the last 2 movies coming out next week, and I just had to throw these in there because I was laughing when I heard them. First one is Evil Bong 666 and Evil Bong 777. So if you're into movies like that, boom, they're next week. So that's it for this week and next week. Now let's look at what was announced, and I got to tell you, not much was announced. Let's see here. This Island Earth is being released by Shout Factory on July 5th. I've seen that, but I have to say, I've only seen the movie once a long, long time ago. The ways I've seen it a lot of times and nowadays is I watched the MST3K movie, which spoofed that whole thing. So kind of funny, but pretty cool. Also, Shout Factory is releasing, and this doesn't surprise me, John Carpenter's Vampires. I mean, they've been releasing everything, all other John Carpenter movies, so it kind of makes sense that they would do this one as well. And that will be out on September 24th. Then Kino Lorber is releasing The Sting 2. So if you've had the first Sting movie on Blu-ray for a really, really long time, the second one is finally coming out, and that'll be released sometime this year. They don't have an exact date for it yet, but it's going to be released this year. And then we have the Batman Return box that I want to talk to you about. That's coming out on September 17th. They're coming out. It's coming out in a general 4K box set, but it's also coming out in a 4K Steelbook set exclusive with Best Buy. The really cool thing with this is it's each individual. I swear I can speak. Each one's coming out in its own individual Steelbook, and then it's coming in a really beautiful case. Kind of like, I don't know if you saw the one that they put out for Harry Potter. Best Buy put out all the 8 Harry Potter movies. I'm sorry, I'm really having a hard time talking today. Harry Potter movies out in a set. It's very similar to that. It looks really cool. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm sure it's going to be like $100, but it looks really cool. It's a display piece. I'm all over that. And the last thing they announced, and this is kind of personal, really personal to me, but it's a documentary called What We Leave Behind. It's the Star Trek Deep Space Nine documentary that was just in theaters as a Fathom event a couple weeks ago. Shout Factory is actually, oddly enough, releasing this one, but I am super excited about that coming out. I really want to see this documentary. I don't think anybody on this channel knows. I mean, you obviously know I'm a Star Trek fan. I always leave every episode with "Live Long and Prosper," so I'm a big Star Trek fan. But I was married at the Star Trek experience when it was in Las Vegas. So my actual the wedding itself was actually on the bridge at Enterprise D, but the party afterwards was held at Quark's Bar. So D Space Nine has always held a special place in my heart because it was one of the greatest days of my entire life. So I'm really excited to see this documentary. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm really stoked. And that comes out August 6th. So that's not that far away. It's only a couple months away. But that is it. That's what's coming out this week, next week, and what was announced. Like I said, there wasn't much to announce. Now let's talk about what I did pick up last week. So you guys all saw my video, and thank you so much for watching my video and sharing the Dollar Tree video. I got a lot of really great responses from that, and I'm still playing catch up. So if I haven't responded to you just yet for your comments or whatever like that, they're coming. I promise you. I got a lot more than I thought. I don't usually get that many comments on a video of mine, so I'm totally stoked. I'm like, whoa, okay. But I honestly, I try to give each individual person a personal, response back to any questions they ask me. And that's because I feel like if you guys take the time to actually do a comment, then I need to take the time to actually do that comment back. Sorry, my cat's going crazy here. My cat's just going nuts right now. So what I did pick up is I picked up 3 more. I found one more Dollar Tree in San Jose, of all things, which is about a 40-minute drive away from where I live. I found one more Dollar Tree that had a couple titles. They only had 10 titles in, but oddly enough, 3 of them were some of the new stuff. Now, mind you, I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been to like 6 Dollar Trees now. I only found 2 Dollar Trees that actually have any of the new stuff. The other ones didn't have anything. I'm really, really surprised. But what I did pick up, first off, I picked up this on Blu-ray for my wife. It's Honey 3. She loves dance movies, so I got Honey 3, $1, whatever. And then I picked up, my brother-in-law said this was really good, and this is the complete first season of the movie TV show Legit. I mean, an entire season for $1. You can't pass that up. And then I also did pick up, and I was pretty I didn't even know this existed, and it's volume 3, but whatever, The Mummy animated series. I'm a big fan of The Mummy, the Brendan Fraser Mummy, and I didn't even know this existed. So I saw this and I swooped this up really quick, but really cool, something I didn't even know existed. So I did pick up those 3 titles. Like I said, I can't find anything else. I've been to a bunch of them. I'm going to hit a couple more up tomorrow because I have to go out and do some assessments for work. So on my lunch, I'm going to hit up a couple more, but I'm just not finding these. I don't know where some of these people are finding these things, but I've only got one real Dollar Tree that actually got in a decent amount of stock. Everybody else either only got like 2 titles in or they got nothing. So with those, I found those. I did pick up 2 other movies this week. The first one I did pick up Greta. Like I said last week, I did pick this up, and I actually watched it over the weekend. I really liked it. It started off a little bit slow, but then it got really good. Although she makes some decisions throughout the movie, you're kind of like, why are you doing this? Nobody in their right mind would do this. But as the movie goes on, you kind of understand why she kind of does things. But it's really good. It really does kind of have on the edge of your seat, and I actually really enjoyed it. So did my wife. So yeah, definitely get a chance to check it out. The other thing I picked up, and this is something that's been on my Amazon wishlist for a while, and it finally really dropped way down in price. I think it was like $7. I picked it up. I'm a big fan of this show, and it's Idiot Abroad. If you've never seen this show before, Carl Pilkington right here is absolutely hilarious. What this is Ricky Gervais and, oh gosh, Stephen Merchant. Their friend is Carl Pilkington, and he's a very pessimist. Like, he's pessimist about everything. Like, everything is always a downer for him, and it's like, what about this? What about this? Like, he complains about everything. They send him out on these excursions to, like, the first season was all about visiting the 7 wonders of the world. So he went to the Great Wall in China. He went to a lot of these places, to go visit. And it's about them, and they make him do these stupid things while he's doing this trip, and they make him go to these places and do these weird, like, massages where they, like, beat the living daylights out of him, and they make him learn karate, but they beat the hell out of him. There's one episode where he becomes a wrestler. It's absolutely, if you've never seen this before, trust me, watch the first episode. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, there was 3 seasons of this, and then he did a spin-off series with Warwick Davis, which was pretty good too, but the first 3 seasons of the show are absolutely hilarious. If you ever get a chance, trust me, watch this. You will die laughing. I've made my wife watch it. I made my mother-in-law watch it. I made a lot of my family watch this thing, and everybody has loved this. So $7 on Blu-ray. I grabbed it. But that is it. That's all that I picked up last week. There wasn't much that came out. It was a really slow week, so I didn't really pick up too much. I'll be picking up a few things, obviously, this week, but hey. Also, let's see here. Be on the lookout this week. I will be posting my video, my Steelbook collection for my DC Steelbook collection coming out later this week. A lot of people really enjoyed my Marvel one. It seems like it's working so far, so I'm going to keep going with this. Also, be on the lookout for this week. I'm going to post another video. I did pick up a couple other things. I went to that toy show again. So I did manage to pick up a few videos there. So I'll be posting a video later this week to show you what I picked up there. But otherwise, that is it. Thank you guys all for watching. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Please share this video out there. You guys have done an amazing job, and I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all the sharing you've done with this thing. I've gotten a few more subscribers. Things are rolling. I really do appreciate this, especially after bouncing back from being sick and being in the hospital, stuff like that. It feels really good to get back out there and start doing this stuff again. So thank you guys all for watching. Everybody take care. Always keep hunting because you never know what you're going to find. That's the truth. And as always, live long and prosper.